Hey guys, welcome back or welcome aboard. Long time no see. It's been almost basically a year since my last upload, and I'm really sorry about the delay. I got back from 6 months of traveling abroad and I had to find a job. I started studying my master's degree and I shifted house, so everything got a bit overwhelming, and then obviously petrol, etc. So yeah, the Worldbuilding has taken a back seat recently, which is a shame, and I'm sorry, but I'm back. I've got some new stuff to show you guys, some new creatures, so let's do a wee deep dive. Strap in, strap on, because we're about to get weird. As your vessel cuts through the cold waters off the coast of Strattonport, your gaze drifts along the treacherous coastline, and you see perched, motionless upon the black stone reefs barely breaking the water's surface, watching you with far too many eyes, the skin-crawling Thrall. Thrall are coastal birds of prey that are highly adapted to their seaside habitat. They are apex ambush predators that scour the sea surface for schools of fish before dive bombing in great displays of aerial acrobatics. They have 6 piercing eyes on the underside of their lower mandible. This is a result of an evolutionary adaptation where their ancestors who possessed eyes slightly lower down on their heads were better suited to aerial hunting. Over time, their eyes shifted all the way down to the lower side of their beaks, which allows them a near panoramic view of the sea below them, but also makes their appearance quite frightful to newcomers to the shores of Strattonport. They are largely avian in their biology, but also possess specialized gills and a piscine tail which aids them when swimming. They are about 4 to 5 feet tall, with a 9 to 11 foot wingspan. They possess no natural predators and are known to have vile, oily meat, so are not hunted by any of the coastal citizens, except in very rare circumstances. Thrall are fiercely territorial and often nest in high sea caves or atop breaching reefs where few other creatures can reach them. The calls are harsh, wet rattles that echo across the shoreline and are known to deeply unsettle sailors when heard in the dark of night. After disembarking your vessel and wandering the docks of Strattonport, the next creature that may take your eye are the amphibious Biplippi. Biplippi are strange humanoid fish that are equally agile when walking on land as they are torpedoing through the depths. They speak in a guttural, sputtery tongue, reminiscent of the sounds of the sea, but also have low-level, close proximity telepathy as a result of their specialized broad buccal cavities and sensitive facial barbs, which allow them to detect subtle shifts in water pressure, heartbeats, and even emotional stress in nearby creatures, making deception around them particularly difficult. Biplippi instinctively perceive intention, fear, and hostility as clearly as spoken words. They are civilized and cordial when approached with respect, but deeply despise being stared at and ridiculed. They have a home of their own under the waves of the stranded sea, among the ribs of ancient leviathans and the ruins of drowned kingdoms, lit by bioluminescent flora and guarded by immense elders too old and too wise to leave the safety of the deep. However, less mature Biplippi often prefer to mingle with merchants and adventurers in marketplaces or seaside taverns. They can survive on land for extended periods, but do need to remain by salty or at the very least brackish water, as they are prone to drying and dehydrating quickly under direct sunlight. Biplippi are often employed as navigators, pearl divers, salvagers, and information brokers. Their knowledge of tides, currents, and the hidden things beneath the harbour make them invaluable to anyone foolish enough to make their living from the sea. But as you travel deeper into the heart of the continent of O, through the forests of Frigg to the last true stronghold of man, the vast and sophisticated megacity, Bask, something catches your eye. Along the towering city walls, a reflective glint disappears without a trace before sparkling closer than it was just moments ago. Keep your wits about you, friend, for you may have just entered the unfeeling sights of the Modo Kai. The Modo Kai are synthetic warriors, built first as protectors, tacticians, and executioners. They were designed with absolute discipline and a singular devotion to their bloody purpose. Yet, when the corporations that created them fell to ruin, the Modo Kai remained masterless and left to define purpose for themselves. Most now wander as mercenaries, bounty hunters, and blades for hire. They are calculating, emotionless, and resilient beyond measure. Their bodies are endlessly repaired and modified over decades, leaving no two Modo Kai alike. Some bear elegant ceramic masks and silk wrappings. Others are little more than skeletal metal frames draped in the memories of combat that plague their past. They have various defensive and stealth-based abilities outside of their vicious combat skills, which include active camouflage, the precise manipulation of sounds across short distances as a distraction tactic known as obliqualism, and the ability to temporarily mute all of their internal machinery to move undetected through the Baskian cityscape. To be marked by a Modo Kai is to know you have already been judged. Whether they arrive as your protector or your executioner depends entirely on the life you have led and the skeletons you keep in your closet. But, thankfully for you, this Modo Kai seems preoccupied with another bloody bounty, and you slip through the entry gate with no hindrance. Before long, you are in the humming industry district that encircles the central business and domestic quarters of Bask. Through neon alleyways and clanking tunnels, you find yourself face to face with a formidable Jazzcat. Despite their intimidating size, Jazzcats are not war machines. They are specialized mech suits designed to aid in building, foundry work, demolition, cargo hauling, and tending furnaces. They are broad-shouldered giants with metal fists capable of lifting collapsed girders, carrying entire engines, or tearing through structures and removing debris. Their verdigris-stained plating and weathered brass gives them the look of clockwork relics, but every dent, weld, and patch of oxidized metal tells the story of decades spent keeping Bask standing. As they work, Hidden speakers embedded deep within their frames blare smooth jazz through the industrial district. The brass solos echo between smokestacks. Upright bass lines boom through the whir of gears and cranks, and trumpet riffs punctuate the hiss of steam and sparks. Entire shifts of workers unconsciously fall into rhythm with them, timing hammer strikes and assembly lines to the music. Some districts even recognize individual Jazzcats by their playlists before they're seen. Many pilots treat their Jazzcat as both family heirloom and sacred instrument, passed down through generations and maintained with almost religious devotion. Their speakers are polished as carefully as their engines, and choosing what music a Jazzcat plays is considered a reflection of the pilot's soul. In Basque, people say you can tell the mood of the city by listening to its brass. If the Jazzcats ever stop playing, it means the heart of civilization itself has finally gone silent. So yeah, that was a little journey into the world of O. I want to thank you for making it this far, and if you liked the video, please chuck it a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment. I have some other stuff in the pipeline, but again with my schedule, I can't predict exactly when the next upload will be, but thank you for your patience and understanding. My dream, of course, would be to have a Patreon or other crowdfunding method so as to do this without distraction and turn it into a series or a video game. I have so many ideas about combat systems that play like Kingdom Hearts, mixed with Clear Obscure and an open world that encourages exploration, but I don't think that with the budget that I currently have, as I make all of this on a 6-year-old laptop and an 11-year-old tablet, that this would be at all feasible. Anyway, thanks again, and I will, as always, see you in the next installment.